Q3222. If the engine oil temperature and cylinder head temperature gauges have exceeded their normal operating range, the pilot may have been operating with A. The mixture set too rich. B. Higher than normal oil pressure. C. Too much power and with the mixture set too lean. The correct answer is C. If the engine oil temperature and cylinder head temperature gauges have exceeded their normal operating range, it suggests that the pilot may have been operating with too much power and with the mixture set too lean. Running the engine at higher than normal power settings generates more heat, which can lead to increased temperatures in the oil and cylinder head. Additionally, operating with a lean mixture, which means less fuel relative to air, can result in higher temperatures as the fuel's cooling effect is reduced. 3241, which would most likely cause the cylinder head temperature and engine oil temperature gauges to exceed their normal operating ranges. A. Using fuel that has a lower than specified fuel rating. B. Using fuel that has a higher than specified fuel rating. C. Operating with higher than normal oil pressure. The correct answer is A. Excessively high engine temperatures can be caused by various factors that result in insufficient cooling. One common cause is running the engine with a mixture that is too lean, meaning there is an inadequate amount of fuel in the air/fuel mixture. Using a lower grade of fuel than recommended can also contribute to higher temperatures, as it may have a lower octane rating and reduced cooling properties. Insufficient oil in the engine can lead to inadequate lubrication and increased friction, generating excessive heat. Lastly, insufficient airflow over the engine, typically caused by a blockage or restricted cooling system, can impede proper heat dissipation. It is important for pilots to monitor engine temperatures closely and address any issues promptly to prevent potential damage or failure. 3244. For internal cooling, reciprocating aircraft engines are especially dependent on A. A properly functioning thermostat. B. Air flowing over the exhaust manifold. C. The circulation of lubricating oil, used primarily to lubricate the moving parts of the engine, also cools the internal parts of the engine as it circulates. The correct answer is A. Oil in an engine serves multiple functions, including lubrication and cooling. While its primary role is to lubricate the moving parts, such as bearings and pistons, oil also plays a crucial role in removing heat from the internal components of the engine. As the oil circulates through the engine, it absorbs heat generated by the combustion process and friction between moving parts. The oil then carries this heat away from the hot areas, such as the cylinders and pistons, and transfers it to the engine's oil cooler, where it is dissipated into the surrounding air. This process helps to maintain optimal operating temperatures and prevent overheating of critical engine components. Proper oil levels and regular oil changes are essential to ensure effective lubrication and cooling of the engine. 2354, which is true regarding preheating an aircraft during cold weather operations. A. The cabin area as well as the engine should be preheated. B. The cabin area should not be preheated with portable heaters. C. Hot air should be blown directly at the engine through the air intakes. The correct answer is A. When preheating an aircraft during cold weather operations, it is important to preheat both the cabin area and the engine. Preheating the cabin area ensures that passengers and crew are comfortable and that critical systems and instruments inside the cabin are not affected by extreme cold temperatures. Preheating the engine helps to warm up the internal components, reduce cold start wear, and facilitate smoother engine operation during startup. 3245. An abnormally high engine oil temperature indication may be caused by A. The oil level being too low. B. Operating with a too high viscosity oil. C. Operating with an excessively rich mixture. The correct answer is A. An abnormally high engine oil temperature indication may be caused by the oil level being too low. Adequate oil quantity is necessary for proper lubrication and cooling of the engine. Insufficient oil can lead to increased friction and heat generation, resulting in higher oil temperatures. It is important to maintain the recommended oil level to ensure effective engine cooling and lubrication.